Hi, I'm Mark Weston with the Technical Standards and Safety Authority, here to answer that question. First of all, in our previous video, we identified the differences between tanks and cylinders. So in this video, we're talking specifically about a 123 US water gallon tank, not a 420 pound cylinder. Okay? So first, to identify this tank, we're going to look for the CRN number on the tank, and we're going to look for a pressure relief valve setting of 250 psi. Now that we know that this is a tank and not a cylinder, we look to our code book to determine the clearance requirements for this tank. There's been some confusion over section 7.10.2 in the CSA B149.2 code, that's the propane storage and handling code book. Okay. Section 7.10.2 states, a tank used in a consumer application shall be located with respect to a property line, building opening, or an adjacent tank in accordance with Table 7.4. A tank shall be located with respect to a building wall in accordance with Table 7.4, except that. Now, the except that on Section A says a maximum of 4 tanks, each less than 125 US water gallons, that are manifolded together to form a system may be located against a common wall of a building, and not more than one such manifold system shall be located against a common wall of a building unless separated by a distance of 10 feet. So in this case, we have 4 123 US water gallon tanks manifolded together to form a system. These can be located against a common wall of a building, provided they meet the other clearance requirements, such as clearances to sources of ignition or building openings. There's been some confusion about Part B of 7.10.2, where it states, for aggregate capacities over 125 US water gallons and up to and including 500 US water gallons, the clearance from building walls may be reduced to 3 feet for a single tank, provided that, and so on and so forth. The word aggregate in that statement refers to the aggregate capacity of a single tank, not the manifolded system. So if each of these 4 single tanks is less than 125 US water gallons, which these are since they're 123 US water gallons each, then Section A applies here and not Section B. Therefore, this installation is acceptable. Thank you.